serve a lot of students in the Methow Valley. About 294 students come out to the garden every week, regularly scheduled.
So we have 18 teachers that are scheduled, and we have 14 classes a week coming out when there are Annika and myself and other teachers there teaching in the garden.
Every year, more teachers come to us and say, I want to participate in the garden. The program Classroom in Bloom began in the spring of 2004 when Lexi and I had a conversation about how we could meet our goals of teaching children about sustainable agriculture and how we could do that in a way that made sense because the students are already there and they don't have to get into a school bus and go to a farm. They can just go right outside their door into the garden.
So we teach K through 5th grade, so almost every student in the elementary school is coming through our program. And then we have the 7th grade life science class, the 10th grade biology class, and then in the high school there's personal choices, special ed, and the 9th grade English. And then on the days we're not there, the garden is being used by the foods class, the elementary art class, and the high school English and math classes. So the garden is definitely a hub at the school at this point. People are really utilizing the space. And we've created a lot of little nooks within the garden this year. We have a sunflower house, we have a gourd tunnel, we now have a beautiful tool shed that was built by the Winthrop Kiwanis for us.
It's a program that we feel gives a lot to the community, and we have gotten a ton of support, and we're still looking for that way that we can be a community program that the community supports, not only through words of encouragement and parent volunteers, but also through helping to financially support us.
This is our 4th spring, and we got permission from the principals and the superintendent to be here on site. We kind of started by rallying support from teachers, finding out if they would actually use our program, and then using their support to prove to the principals that it's worth it to allow us to be here. We're a nonprofit. We're run out of Room 1 and the Partnership for Sustainable Methow, both based out of TWISP. And we just simply use the land of the school, but we don't receive funding from the school. And so this zone that we're in, this half acre, used to be pretty weedy. We encompassed a small part of natives so that we could have an actual native plant garden within the garden. And this is our native shrub garden. And then right outside we have another native, more of like a shrub step type
And there's
plant.
definitely a lot of kids who go to this school who do not have experience gardening or any kind of agricultural knowledge really. And so it is very gratifying to be able to open up that door for people, just knowing that food comes from the soil and you can plant a seed and water it and you can get food. I mean, they might know it theoretically, but don't really know it. And this is a place that any kid that participates in this probably comes away knowing that. And that's definitely a big part of why we're here, for sure.
We've taken some core concepts and we just drive them home. We teach about them almost every week. They always hear about organic matter, nitrogen, carbon, water, just core things that you can use at home, that you can find to apply. In terms of the cafeteria using the food, another thing that happens is the foods class will come out and harvest the culinary herbs and dry them and kind of store them so that the cafeteria ladies can use them whenever they need them in the cooking all year. And we do a lot of keeper crops like winter squash and carrots and onions and beets and hopefully cabbage this year in order for them to be able to really use stuff all year round.
Students will harvest flower bouquets a lot of times at the end of the period and bring them in either to their classroom or to the school cafeteria just to liven stuff up.
We've designed it so that we have a circle that we meet in, and then all of our paths radiate out as if there's sun rays, and within the different rays there's more beds.
And Audrey Warden, who is the sort of head chef in the cafeteria, has been such a great partner with us. Well, I don't think we really could do this project at all if we didn't have the kind of support that we get from Audrey. As the program becomes more successful, it also, as we ramp up our goals and for instance, the more teachers that we're working with, the more time that it takes, and we decided to hire another person, and that just adds a lot of financial need to our budget, and it's challenging. It's a big part of Lexi and my's job is fundraising.
We have been funded primarily from the Washington Health Foundation, and they are based out of Seattle, and their goal is to make Washington the healthiest state in the nation, and they believe that Classroom in Bloom really helps them to meet that mission because we're inspiring kids to be healthy. We've also had support from the Public School Funding Alliance throughout the years, and we love the work they're doing. We have friends and family all over the country, especially in the Valley, who have shown us so much support through their words of encouragement and through their checks rolling in, just keeping this program going. It's interesting, as we teach our 10th graders gardening for a sustainable future, we need to have the program be a garden for a sustainable future and have it be sustained by people who live in our community and who benefit from this project. So we're, again, are a nonprofit that contributes to the public school, and you know, these are the Methow kids. We see 294 of them a week, and we really feel like they're achieving a really solid hands-on education, and we just hope that the people of the Methow can see that too.
The garden serves math teachers and art teachers and science teachers, and I think that in the whole school environment that everyone, as the garden grows, can see those connections even better through food and nutrition and physical education, being outside and working with a shovel and just building dexterity in your body. All those things kind of integrate.
And of course, we also just want to drive home the concept that everything that you put into your body comes from the soil, and it's important for people to have a connection to that, and that's one of the main reasons that I continue to feel connected to this work. I just want to help people have that sense of source and place and inspiration